Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Dandavat Pranams. So for those of you can open up your videos, you can open up your videos. Yeah. I hope that my voice is audible because I'm turning on my fan here. It's so hot. So
Yes,
yeah,
Hare
but the
Krishna.
fan is not making any disturbance. Okay, very good. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Swapadavitam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yudaparakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Shakaganaratam Vidam Sativa Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Vadan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhan Vitansha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinatte Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Bhakta Manusute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vindavadeshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripye Vancha Kalpatavidyascha Kripa Sindhu Jayamacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Hayate Hire Yat Kripa Tamahang Vante Shri Guru Devatara Paramaranta Mahatavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Katanchana Smriti Aswin Vishwaram Swaram Vishwaram Sri Chaitanya Namavi. Hare Krishna. So welcome to our discussion, the Bhakti Sastri Bhagavad Gita. So before we start chapter 10, so I would like to mention about the exam. Yeah. So of course there are few students that still have to resubmit their exam. So I was discussing with Nawadika Sachimataji. So the question will be the same. Yeah. And most of the students failing in the analogies. Yeah. I think the format of the analogies that I have given for the previous unit was little tough for most of the devotees here. So don't worry. I will make the format easier for the next exam. And yes, I have not spoken yet to Navadip Sachi Mataji regarding that Gitamrita Mataji. In other days, she was suggesting that for the homework, for the homework that you are doing, it's nice if we can give you some feedback. So to make you sure what is the correct answer of each question. I have not discussed this point with Mataji because that time I was busy. She's also busy. We have some text messages exchanged, but I will follow up with Mataji on this point. That's actually a very important point. So you know what is the correct answer of what you are doing, while doing your homework. Some devotees has to do, I think there are 4 devotees has to resubmit their exam. Few devotees sending me their exam paper directly to me. So I have to see that. I have not get the time to see that actually. I'm really sorry. But I will look into this matter. So don't worry, don't feel discouraged. Yeah. It's like it's a fun game, I would say. This exam is a fun game. And the learning process is most important. Yeah. Don't feel that, oh, I don't pass the exam. These devotees are so harsh, too hard giving the mark. It's not like that, yeah. Because I'm not the one who is marking it. So I already talk to Mataji also. Please don't be too hard in giving the mark. I think it's just from my end, this analogy things, make all of you feel it is tough. I apologize for this. For the next unit, I will make it a little easier. And regarding the slokas, most of the devotees doing good, and also the essays also doing fine. Yeah. So just the exam, but actually, amongst the 4 criteria that will be combining together at the end of the course, namely the attendance, mainly is the attendance, and then the essay writing, sloka memorization, and exam. Yeah, the most weighted part to be taken is essay writings and sloka memorization. Yeah, so this will be combined together, and we'll take the average mark out of it. Yeah, so the closed book exam is also important, but it doesn't as much as the essay writings. So most of the devotees here doing good in their essay, so I'm happy with that. So regarding exam, it's not a big problem. Don't worry. Yeah, don't feel discouraged. Yeah, it's just natural things. It is part of learning, and most important, what I appreciate is that those who are attending the classes regularly. Yeah, this is most important. Yeah, because at the end, finally, I'm the one who will decide who will get the certificate and who will not get the certificate. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So I hope this give most of you a cool breeze in these very hot days. Okay, chapter 10, Bhagavad Gita.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna,
Mangala
Prabhuji.
Mahalakshmi Mataji. Yes, please. You want to say something, Mataji? Or just want to greet us with your Hare Krishna?
Prabhu, Hare Krishna, you are able to hear me, Prabhu?
Yes.
Hare Krishna?
Yes, we can hear you.
Prabhu, only one doubt. When initially I asked you, Prabhu, that when we are writing open book test, you said just you write it very short answers.
Yes.
Like you wanted only point to point. But the same thing I wrote in the exam. But Mataji is saying she is not satisfied with this short answer. Then how to do, Prabhu?
Actually, Mataji is not the one who is marking that exam. If you know yes one, I think she mentioned one devotee, his name is yes one. I'll talk to Mataji. Actually, all these questions that I put into the exam papers, they are all just short answers. Yeah, short answer questions. So anyway, I will follow up with Mataji on
Yes,
this.
Prabhu, I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more doubt, Prabhu. Related to analogy, you are saying, no? Can you send one answer analogy, Prabhu, that you have to write like this, the analogy? One example you can put out, Prabhu, that this is the analogy question and this will be the answer.
Yes. What I did last time was I just copy paste the analogy from Srila Prabhupada's purport, and then I just cut some to make it blank. So you continue that. So most of us having difficulties on that. So what I will do in the next unit is that I just mentioned, like explain the analogy of the sun comparing to the Lord. So you will explain in your own words. Yeah, that's much more easier. Yeah. So explain the analogy. Let's say, for example, saving a drowning person is make more sense than saving his clothes. So Srila Prabhupada explained the main thing to save is the soul, right? So when a person shares Krishna consciousness, that means he's saving the person from the drowning from the ocean rather than just picking up his clothes. That means the cloth is the material body. That's Prabhupada's comparison of that analogy. So I think I will make the format like that to make all of you easier. Yeah. If you just read the analogy, you will be able to answer the questions, analogy part of the questions. Anyway, I will talk again with Navadip Sachimacha Mataji. And all these are just short answers. Yeah, all just short answers. You don't have to elaborate a lot on this, whatever I prepare for the exam. Yeah. So please don't worry about it. Don't feel discouraged. Don't feel that we are too harsh in marking it.
No, Prabhu.
Yeah.
No. Here,
Yeah.
no, not of hard. That means little I
Yes.
got confused
Yes.
that how
Yes.
to
I
write the
understand.
answer. How
Yeah.
to write so that we'll get an idea. At least Prabhu
Yeah.
Mataji has said, no, like this, if you write it before our exam, only one day she would have taken us separately and she would have
Yeah.
mentioned that this should be the format or you need to write the
Yes.
answer.
Yes.
Because we are not understanding what is Mataji's expectation.
Okay.
Because many
Yes.
of them were sharing that they also got like very less marks.
Yeah. What I will
Huh.
do in the next exam is that I will send Mataji the question and I will send my answer also.
Fine, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Fine.
So that would be better. Yeah. Because in the previous unit, I was so busy. Actually, Mataji was asking me to send me the answer. But 2 weeks, I could not reply. And he sent me the answer that he is giving. Yeshwan Prabhu, I think the one who's doing it. So, and without checking it too much, I said, okay, go ahead with that. Yeah. Anyway, for the next unit exam, don't worry. Just you need to study, and I'm pretty sure that everybody will pass. Okay. For those who have to resubmit for this unit, I mean for the unit number 1, so just submit. Okay. I will request Mataji that I will mark the exam for these 4 devotees. Yeah. Archit Agrawal Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, so this, as Mataji was saying, has a score been shared with us?
I think you should ask Nawadita Sachimatri.
Okay.
She's the one who gives the feedback about the score. Or I will ask her.
Because
Yeah.
as Mangala Maharshi Mataji was saying, no, she gets less score. So I was wondering, I have not got any scoring so far.
Yeah. Okay, I will ask Mataji. Okay.
Because she asked me to write the essays again.
Mm.
So I have written it, sent back. Maybe that is the reason.
Okay. All right. Let's keep aside about this matter. We will continue with chapter 10. Okay. So Bhagavad Gita chapter 10, one of the most essential chapters in the Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, of course, like in each chapter, all of these chapters are very important because they are unique. But chapter 10 is, I would consider, is the heart of the Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, because there are 4 main key verses in this chapter, known as the Chatusloka Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, in text number 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay. So chapter 10 entitled The Opulence of the Lord. In Sanskrit, it is known as the Vibhuti Yoga. Yeah, Vibhuti means opulences. Yeah. So at the end of chapter 9, we have discussed how Krishna explains that what are the Mahatmas, what are their activities, yeah, and then what is Bhakti or devotional service? Yeah, Manmana Bhava Mad Bhakti, that verse, the last verse of the chapter 9 is considered to be very important also. Yeah, that's how we are performing Bhakti by constantly thinking about Krishna, Manmana Bhava Mad Bhakti, thinking about him, engage in devotional service. Vajyajimam Namastu, offering obeisances to Krishna. Yeah. So that is essential. Yeah. Okay, chapter 10, the opulence of the absolute. Krishna has already described devotional service, especially at the end of chapter 9, to help generate further devotion in his devotee. Krishna now explained his opulence. In 7 and 9, he has explained knowledge of his energies, yeah, para-prakriti and apara-prakriti. These are the energies of God. And we discussed in thorough how Krishna is being aloof from all this material creation, but at the same time he is involved. Yeah, we discussed Krishna's relationship, Krishna's unique relationship with the material creation. Yeah, in chapter 9. Okay, so Paraprakriti and Aparaprakriti are being discussed. So now Krishna will explain about his vibhuti. Yeah. From text 1 to 7, Krishna is the origin of everything. Krishna explained his opulence more specifically and thereby revealed himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the source of all. Text 1 to 3, break down here. Krishna is the mysterious origin of everything, and one who knows Krishna is free from sin. 4 to 7, Krishna is the origin of all qualities and personalities. Accepting his powers leads to surrender to him. Okay, so far Krishna has explained about devotion. Now, how to make one becoming more convinced in performing devotional service. So it is very important, not just knowing that we have to love God, yeah, but we have to know how to love God. It is important to know that God is great, but we have to know also how God is great. So how God is great? By seeing his opulence, then we understand, oh yes, that he is God and he is great. So let's say, for example, if we fall in love to one object, let's say our mind being captured by some product, let's say, yeah, some product of a new car. Yeah. So it is not enough to feel that, yes, my mind is being captured by this new product, new car. But we have to see, we have to know what is the good things about the car. Then we have become convinced. Yeah. So similarly also with Krishna. Yeah. We have love for Krishna, but when we know his vibhuti, his opulence, then our faith becomes much more developed. Yeah. Same also with the case of someone who is, let's say falling in love with another person. Yeah. So you have to know his character, his good qualities. Then you are convinced that yes, he is or she is the person. Yeah. Like how Rukmini, when she just heard the qualities of Lord Krishna given by Srila Narada Muni. So even before meeting Krishna directly, Rukmini Devi, she fell in love with Krishna and wrote the letter. So this is the important aspect actually to know about the Lord's opulence, the Lord's good qualities, yeah, in order to develop our devotion to Him. And in all this vibhuti, yeah, Krishna's opulence, Krishna will mention, amongst this, I am this, amongst that, I am this. Yeah. And finally, Krishna will say later toward the end of the chapter that ekam stena stito jagat. Ultimately, all that I have mentioned to you is just a small fraction of my energy. But Krishna's energy is unlimited. Whatever he listed in this chapter, that is just the most prominent thing. But even that also, ekam stena stito jagat, it's just a small fraction of Krishna's energy. Yeah. Then we understand that how great he is by understanding that his energy is immeasurable. Okay, text number 1. Bhuya eva mahabaho srindume paramam vachaha yatte ham priyamanaya vakshyami hitakam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, listen again, O mighty Arjun, because you are my dear friend. For your benefit, I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. You see, Krishna mentioned here, I will give you now a better knowledge than what I already explained to you. Now you may ask a question, what can be better knowledge than devotional service? In chapter 9, the Raja Vidya, Raja Guya, Yoga, yeah, all the secret is already revealed to Arjuna by Krishna. Then why Krishna is mentioning here now, he will give better knowledge than whatever he has spoken before, in order to keep Arjuna remain enthusiastic hearing. Yeah. Otherwise, Arjuna would think that, okay, that's all. It's final. But topic concerning about Krishna and devotional service is actually endless. Yeah. You can discuss on and on and on. Yeah. It will not complete, will not finish. Because the more we discuss, actually, the more we discover about Krishna's quality, the more satisfaction we will derive. That's the principle. Yeah. Prabhupada explained, the more one hears, you see, the more one hears about the Supreme God, the more one becomes fixed in devotional service. One should always hear about Lord in the association of devotees. That will enhance one's devotional service. Their discourses in the society of devotees can take place only among those who are really anxious to be in Krishna consciousness. Yeah. So in this verse, Krishna mentioned Priyamanaya, you are dear to me. Yeah, Priyamanaya, and then Hitakamyaya, for your benefit. So for these two reasons, yes, Lord Krishna continued to speak to Arjuna. Yeah. Krishna, the unknowable, revealed himself to Arjuna because of these two things. Yes. So who can understand Krishna? Practically speaking, nobody can understand Krishna. Yeah. He is the Adoksaja. Adoksaja means the mysterious person. Very difficult to understand. The unknowable. Yeah. Adoksaja. Okay. But Krishna now will reveal himself to Arjuna, as Krishna has already been promised in the beginning of chapter 4. Yeah, Bhakto Sime Saka Cheti. Because Krishna is the dear friend of, because Arjuna is the most dear friend and also dear most devotee of Lord Krishna. Therefore, he will reveal. Yeah. Krishna will not reveal himself to any random person. Yeah, unless one is a devotee, he cannot understand Krishna. Because to the non-devotees, even after Krishna revealed himself, the non-devotees will not believe that he is God. The example, when the Pandavas sent Lord Krishna to become the messenger, yeah, to Hastinapur, asking for peace, to Duryodhana, that Duryodhana doesn't have to return Hastinapur. Yeah, just give them 5 villages for each of these brothers. Yes. So Duryodhana said that, no, I will not give what to speak of 5 villages, not even a land as big as the tip of a needle. And then actually Duryodhana asked all the soldiers in Hastinapur to capture Krishna. Yes. And Krishna became so angry. And finally what happened? Krishna revealed his Virat Rupa in the front of Duryodhana. Yeah. Grandfather Bhishma was there, Dronacharya, everybody was there. And then Duryodhana said, oh, he's now trying to play a magic trick on us. Yeah. So here is the thing. For the non-devotees, even after Krishna revealing his own identity as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, yeah, still they will not believe, they will not accept. Therefore, Krishna will only reveal himself to his devotees, those who have devotion to Krishna. Yes. Priyamanaya, Arjuna is very dear to him. Yeah. Therefore, he revealed himself. Yes. So not only Priyamanaya, but Hitakamyaya. Yeah. For Arjuna's benefit. What does it mean? For our benefit as well. Yeah. Yes, Archit Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I was reading one of the purport of Prabhupada,
Hmm.
and as we say that Krishna himself says that nobody has seen the Virat Roop in the Kurukshetra before,
Yes.
but then he has shown it to Duryodhana as well
Yeah.
before. So, and Prabhupada was saying that these two are different. It is not the same.
Yes.
So, just wanted to have more deeper understanding. How is it different?
Right. Yes. So we will discuss this matter in chapter 11. Yeah. You are completely correct. Srila Prabhupada mentioned that the one that Lord Krishna showed to Arjuna in Kurukshetra is never seen before to anyone. To anyone. So this Virat Rupa, basically Virat Rupa means the universal form of the Lord. Yeah. The one that he showed to Duryodhana is less complex than what he showed to Arjuna in Kurukshetra. Yeah. And before that also Arjuna, he showed to Mother Yasoda, the Virat Rupa. Yeah, when Mother Yasoda was checking his mouth. Yeah, Mother Yasoda saw the whole universe, including herself. So this Virat, also Virat Rupa, but that is a different form than the one that Arjuna saw in Kurukshetra. Yeah, so when Arjuna revealed the Virat Rupa in the front of Duryodhana, it is not as complex as what he shown to Arjuna. Yeah, what he shown to Arjuna is like completely massive, where all these people seen by Arjuna is crushed between the teeth of the Virat Rupa. Like those who are dying, those who are taking birth again, is seen by Arjuna. Yeah, like even Arjuna becomes terrified. But what he showed to Duryodhana is just a universal form, just different planetary system that this from the head, this planet is here. Yeah, Bor, Bua, Swa. So these are the all the 14 planetary system is being shown. Yeah, so like that, Brahmana appears from the head of the Virat Rupa. Yeah, Brahmano Shamukamasite Bahurajan Yakritaha. From the shoulders appears the Kshatriya Bahurajan Yakritaha. Urutadasya Yad Vaishyaha. From the belly appeared Vaishya, and then Padvyagam Sudra Jayata. From the legs are the Sudras. So these are like not as complete as what he has shown to Arjuna in the 11th chapter. We will see that. So it's like not as big as what he showed to Arjuna. Yeah, that's the idea. Just a normal gigantic universal form. Yeah, without
Prabhuji,
anybody is being crushed in the tongue, in the mouth, things like this.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
one follow-up question. Is
Mm.
that Sanjay also saw the Virat Roop in Kurukshetra?
Yes.
And nobody else apart from Arjun and Sanjay?
It is described that Bhishma could see, but slightly, because it's so dazzling. Yeah, too bright. But Bhishma Dev know that actually that is Krishna who's showing the Virat Rupa to Arjun. But he could see only the light of it. Yeah. And then in the 11th chapter, it is described also some different demigods, like higher being, but not all the demigods also. Only the primary demigods like Brahma, Shiva could see this Virat Rupa. Even the demigods, they become terrified also to see this Virat Rupa. We'll see that in chapter 11. So yes, Sanjaya, he could see the Virat Rupa form of the Lord. Yeah. Actually, Vyasadeva, before the battle, he came to Dhritarashtra Maharaj. He offered this blessing actually. Okay, you can sit here, but I will give you the ability that you will be able to see, you will be able to witness. Yeah, you will be able to witness what is going on from far in this battlefield. But Dhritarashtra, he rejected this boon. Instead, he said, no, I don't want this boon, so you give to my assistant, Sanjaya. Yeah, because Dhritarashtra, he knew actually that his son will be killed. Because when he just heard the vow, he just heard the vow of Bhima, that he will tear off the chest of Dursasana and drink his blood. He will smash Duryodhana's thigh. This actually shatters the heart of Dhritarashtra, because these two sons of Dhritarashtra are very dear to him. So he cannot witness how Bhima will smash these two, his sons. Yeah. So he know that what is going to happen. Therefore, he doesn't want to see it. So he just offer Vyasadeva to give the boon to Sanjaya. Otherwise, he will witness and it will be intolerable for him. Yeah. So yes, Sanjaya can see, and even Sanjaya would say that later toward the end of the Bhagavad Gita, that seeing this conversation between Vasudeva and Arjuna, yeah, it makes the body of my hair becomes standing, yeah, erect. And seeing this gigantic form is actually Sanjaya becomes terrified. Yeah, he was trembling while narrating to Dhritarashtra. He was trembling. Yeah. So yes. Another personalities that can see also Vyasadeva from far. Srila Vyasadeva. Yeah. As far as in the battlefield is concerned, I have read actually only Bhismadev, but that's also not in complete form because it's too bright. Yeah. It is described just like millions of sun. Yeah. So before Lord Krishna gave Arjuna the vision of the Virat Rupa, so Lord Krishna gave him the Divya Chakshu, the eyes, the transcendental eyes. Yeah. Because with the human eyes, nobody can see this actually, unless one gets another definition of Divya Chakshu is the eyes of the demigods. Yeah. So his eyes should be changed in order to see this first. Yeah. Because nobody can see. Like, can you imagine million of sun? If you just see the sun directly, just for a few seconds straight without blinking, your eyes will get hurt. And what to speak of millions of suns? Yeah. Okay. Nice questions. Thank you. Text number 2. Na me vidu suragana prabhavam na maharshayaha aham adir hidevana maharshinam chasarvasaha. Nobody can understand Krishna, even the great Sura. Yeah, Sura means demigods, Maharishi, great rishis. Nobody can understand Krishna. Yeah. Aham adir hidevana. Krishna is the origin of all the devatas. Neither the host of demigods nor the great sages know my origin or opulences, for in every respect I am the source of the demigods and sages. Yeah. Maharshinam cha. Sarvasaha. Krishna is the origin of the demigods, the rishi, and everything. Sarvasa. Even the demigods and great sages cannot understand Krishna. They can understand neither his name nor his personality. So what is the position of the so-called scholars of this tiny planet? No one can understand why the Supreme God comes to earth as an ordinary human being and executes such wonderful uncommon activities. One should know then that scholarship is not the qualification necessary to understand Krishna, because most men cannot understand Krishna in his actual situation. Out of his causeless mercy, he can descend to show favor to such speculators. Yet, despite the Supreme Lord's uncommon activities, these speculators, due to contamination in the material energy, still think that the impersonal Brahman is the Supreme. Okay. Even after Krishna is showing all the superhuman activities, yeah, the uncommon activities, some people still don't believe that he is the Supreme Person. Yeah, the Mayavadis would command that actually the person who speaks the Bhagavad Gita to Arjun in Kurukshetra is not this Krishna, but someone who is within Krishna, meaning the impersonal Brahman. But Krishna, there is no difference between Krishna's body and the soul because there is only one. Krishna is the soul. His body is transcendental. Yeah, somehow or other, all these impersonalists, they will give the commentary on the Bhagavad Gita and direct the readers to the wrong direction, which is the impersonal aspect of conclusion. But Krishna is Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna's soul and Krishna's body because it's just one. It's just Krishna. Yeah. So only those who are favored by Krishna will understand Krishna. If you're not getting the mercy of the Lord, then you will not be able to understand Krishna. Yeah. Of course, how to get the favor of the Lord? Through devotional service. By approaching his servant, yeah, through the disciplic succession. This is the secret of understanding Krishna. You cannot understand Krishna directly. You have to go through parampara. You have to go through Krishna's devotees, Krishna's messenger. If you want to see your prime minister, you cannot just go to his house and see him. Otherwise, his guardians will catch you and put you into the jail. But if you are making good connection with his servant, yeah, his guardians, his security guard, then you tell him that I want to meet him. This is the purpose. Can I meet him? Because you have a good connection with his security guard, then the security guard will bring you inside and meet the prime minister. So understanding Krishna also same thing like that. Yeah? You cannot understand Krishna by our own effort, by getting degree, by Bhakti Sastri degree. You cannot understand Krishna. Yeah, you understand Krishna only through devotional service. Yeah, I'm not trying to discourage you not to get your Bhakti Sastri degree. You must pass this and get your degree. Yeah, but that is the point. Krishna is mysterious. Nobody can understand Krishna in full. I have read one purport by Srila Prabhupada in the Bhagavatam. He mentioned that even pure devotees can understand Krishna only up to some extent. And Prabhupada commenting that actually even Krishna himself, cannot understand his energy. You see, it doesn't mean that Krishna is limited. It is described whenever Krishna sleeps, and then when he wakes up, he feels that his energy is increasing. And he becomes like amazed with his own energy. Yeah. How did I got all these energies? Yeah. It is not that Krishna is limited. He is unlimited. The proof is that his energy always increasing. Yeah. It is described in Dwaraka that every morning Krishna would wake up very early and do meditation. That actually makes Rukmini feels upset. Yeah. Why Krishna is leaving me too early? So, what kind of meditation that Krishna is? He is contemplating how that his energy is increasing all the time. Yeah. Okay, Krishna is the source of the demigods and all the great rishis. Okay. Next three. Yo mam ajam anadim cha veti loka maheshwaram asammuda samadhyesu sarva papai prachate. Those who understand Krishna will be free from all sins. Yeah, sarva papais, all sins. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the Supreme Lord of all the worlds, He only, undiluted among men, is freed from all sin. Sri Krishna is therefore different from everything that is created, and anyone who knows him as such immediately becomes liberated from all sinful reactions. One must be liberated from all sinful activities to be in the knowledge of the Supreme Lord. Only by devotional service can he be known, and not by any other means, as stated in Bhagavad Gita. Ajam, unborn. If Krishna is known as the son of Devaki, then how can he is unborn? Some devotees, of course, will make this kind of comment or questions. If Krishna is Aja, then how he is the son of Devaki, the son of Yashoda, the son of Nanda? How we resolve this? How we give the understanding to the people when they ask these questions? Anybody would like to comment on that? Archit Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. So as Krishna himself says that Janam Karma Ch Me Divyam Evam Yogati Tattvataha, that my birth and my appearance and my activities are transcendental, so we cannot understand. And he himself says in Veda Yadahi Dharmasya Shloka that he appears after millennium. He's saying that he's appearing, he's not taking birth there. Also, he's saying that, in other shlokas, that neither these kings will not be there in the past, nor you were not there in the past, not I was not there in the past, or in the future, this will not will happen. But just that I know everything. So it shows that he is transcendental, and to us, it appears that he is taking birth, but actually, everything is Maya or is transcendental Yoga Maya, which covers this aspect.
Yes, very good point. Thank you. Yes, that verse. Yeah, Natve Vaham Jatu Nasam Natvam Nime Jana Dipaha Nachayvana Bhavishyama Sarve Vayamata Param. Yeah, that's the one from chapter 2. That nor this king, nor you, nor me has existed in the past. Yeah, and nor now we look like existing here, but in the future, none of us will remain existing. So Krishna was explaining about the existence of the body. Yeah, but the soul remain eternal. Yeah. So yes, the arguments that you have given, Prabhu, very nice. Yeah. So his janma and karma are divyam, yeah, transcendental. First of all, he is not mentioning that he is born, but he appears. Yeah, sambhava means appear. Yeah. Sambhava means sambhavami yuge yuge, means appear millennium after millennium. Appear just like, for example, I'm in a room now, and then I come out from the door. That means I'm appearing from this room. It doesn't mean that I'm born from this room. I'm already eternally in this room. Let's say like that. Yeah. And also the way how Krishna appears is not like ordinary babies in this world taking birth with blood, with no clothes. It's not like that. When he appeared, yeah, as the son of Devaki, so he appeared in the form of Lord Vishnu, four-handed Vishnu, already ornamented by different jewels, yeah, with helmet, golden helmet, yellow dhotis, Shankha, Gada, Chakra, Padma. There is no babies appeared like that in this world other than Krishna. Only after being requested by Devaki and Vasudeva, Lord Krishna assumed the form of baby Krishna. Yeah. And also another arguments that we can put forward is that because there are different rasas, so Krishna will fulfill the different rasas of his devotees. So Vatsalya, is parenthood rasa. So in order to reciprocate, so Krishna is ready to become the son of his devotees. Otherwise, how we can know that God is perfect if he cannot be the son of his devotees? Yeah. So all these are transcendental. Yeah. It is not that he is the, Bijamam Sarva Bhutanam, he is the father of all living entities. Yet, in order to fulfill the rasas of his devotees, he is ready to become whatever his devotees wanting. Yes. And the way he appears is not like how we appear in this material world. Yeah. But he appears in his transcendental form. Yeah. Yes. When he appeared, Prabhupada explained, when he appeared before Devaki and Vasudeva, he was not born as an ordinary child. He appeared in his original form. And then he transformed himself into an ordinary child. Okay. So this Krishna consciousness process, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, will help you to understand. It will cleanse your dirty things from the mind. And therefore, then you shall be able to catch up anything, to understand anything to do. One requires to be a little qualified, you see, unless such qualification. So this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If you chant always 24 hours without any payment, so it will cleanse your heart, so that you will be able to analyze your position, God's position, the world's position, your relationship, your activities, then everything will be nicely clear and illuminating. Yeah, this is from Srila Prabhupada's lecture. In the beginning, when Srila Prabhupada went to the US, so he was worried so much how he will give the understanding about Krishna Tattva to all these Malaichas and Yavanas and Chandalas. Yeah, he kept praying. Yeah. So by taking up this process, yeah, especially the chanting of the holy names, because Namna Makara, how is that verse? The second verse of Siksastakam. Namna Makari Bahuda Nija Sarva Saktis. Yeah. So all the energies of the Lord already being invested in the names of the Lord. Yeah. Nija Sarva Saktis, all his energies already there in the holy names. So the more we chant the holy names, the more understanding we get about Krishna. Yeah. Today you read this sloka. Next year you will read the sloka. You will get different realization because your heart becomes purified. So understanding Krishna is a matter of heart purification. Yeah. It is not about how much we can memorize the slokas. Yeah. But it's the matter of the purifying our consciousness, purifying our heart from all the anarthas. Yeah. By the chanting of the holy names, by performing different services. Because after all, pure bhakti will attract Krishna. Sri Krishna Akarsini Cha. So Krishna Akarsini means devotional service attract even Krishna. Krishna is most attractive, but Krishna becomes attracted by pure devotion. Yes. Okay. Text 4 and 5. Now Krishna is mentioning this qualification. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame, and infamy, All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone. You see, all these qualities, yeah, even infamy, yeah, death, fear. What else here being mentioned? Yes. So death is created by Krishna. Yeah. Not only fame, but infamy also created by Krishna. Mrityu sarva harashaham. Krishna mentioned that I am death. Mrityu sarva harashaham. Especially for those who are non-believer. If someone say, oh, I don't believe that God is existing, then Krishna will come in the form of death. Yeah. So Krishna is in control of everybody's life. If someone doesn't believe God existing, then Krishna will come in the form of death. Okay. So in this purport of text number 4 and 5, it's quite long. Yeah, I would recommend you to read it again. Yeah, I'm just displaying here point after point that important. All these qualities are manifest throughout the universe in human society and in the society of the demigods. There are many forms of humanity on other planets, and these qualities are there. Now, for one who wants to advance in Krishna consciousness, Krishna creates all these qualities. But the person develops them himself from within. One who engages in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord develops all the good qualities as arranged by the Supreme Lord. Of whatever we find, good or bad, the origin is Krishna. Yeah, Prabhupada mentioned here. Whatever we find, good or bad, it comes from Krishna. Why not only good? Why bad also comes from Krishna? Because Krishna gives the balance. Yes. Death. Is death good or bad? Old age is good or bad? Nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to become old. That's why we are buying different expensive products to keep us look young. Because we don't want to look old, right? Although we are aging, the body is becoming old, but nobody wants to look old. Yeah, nobody wants to die. Everybody wants to live eternally in this material body. Yeah. So we are having different plans that we will live happily, but somehow or other we get sick. Yeah. Actually, nice food, tasty food create a lot of diseases. Just yesterday, I met one of my friends here in Mayapur, and he was telling me tomorrow I'm going to do liver surgery. I said, why? You look so fine. Why you are going to do liver surgery? Yes, I got some disease. Yeah, I have to do this liver surgery. Doctor told me because I ate too much paneer and butter. So tasty food will create a lot of diseases. And now he eats only boiled vegetables. So we are forced to be austere if we don't limit our tongue. Yeah. So tasty food will create a lot of diseases. That's for sure. One can eat paneer, why not? But not every day. Every day paneer is not good. Will create disease. Yeah. So regarding death, regarding old age, regarding disease, all this coming from Krishna. And regarding whether it is good or not, it's depending on from which perspective we see it. Yeah. some see that death is the gate to Vaikuntha. Yes. Old age is also good to renounce the materialistic way of living. Yeah. So in the past times of King Yayati, how many of you have heard the pastime of King Yayati? King Yayati is King Yayati is in the 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. King Yayati is very powerful king. Yeah. And he got cursed that now, although he's young, he get cursed that he will become old. And because he still didn't feel satisfied with enjoying with his wife. So he has 5 sons. Yes. He is asking from all his sons to exchange his old age with the son's youth. Only the youngest son, his name is Puru, agreed to exchange his youth to his father's old age. Yeah, and then they exchange. And then it is described after 1,000 celestial years, King Yayati enjoying with his wife. And then he had enough. And then he returned the youth of his son and he took back his old age. Srila Prabhupada commenting in the purport of that 9th canto, saying that actually when Yayati got cursed, it's actually a good opportunity for him to renounce the world. Yeah, when you become old, then it's time for Vanaprastha, right? And attain your perfection without King Yayati waiting for 1,000 celestial years to renounce his materialistic way of living. Yeah. So for some people, we'll take old age as an opportunity to renounce the world. Yeah. And for devotees, death is actually a gate to Vaikuntha. One of my friends here in Mayapur, he's preparing for his death. Yeah. He got cancer, stadium 4. Yeah. He called his guru, and his guru gave him the blessings to leave the body in the dham. Already a few days now, he is lying on the bed without eating anything, only drinking water, and keep listening to Prabhupada chanting the tape. And he's also chanting. There's no more business. Because when he went to doctor said that the chance of him to be cured from this cancer is very less. Yeah. Then what is the point of going to hospital, spending a lot of money, he said. So he's ready and he accepts death. When I went to see him, he said that, no, I'm fine. Everything is fine because he's well prepared. Yeah. You don't worry about me, he said. Yeah. He got the blessing from his guru. So maybe after a few days, he will leave the body. But he always smiled. Whenever people come to see him, he always smiled. I mean, he's ready. He's welcoming Vaikuntha. So, good, bad, these are just our perception. From which angle we see it. Because ultimately, everything comes from Krishna. Yeah. Envy, also coming from Krishna. Everything comes from Krishna. Envy. One of Srila Prabhupada's disciples, his name is Madhudvisa. Yeah, His Grace Madhudvisa Prabhu. So when he got initiation, so he asked Prabhupada, what does Madhudvisa mean? Prabhupada said, Dvisa means envious. Yeah, Dvisa means envious. So Madhu is a demon. So Madhudvisa is one of Krishna's name. That Krishna is being envious of this demon. And then he asked, can Krishna be envious? And Prabhupada said, yes, why not? Yeah. So even Krishna can become envious also. But envious to the those who are envious of his devotees, in the sense that he is not happy if anybody becomes envious of his devotees, and Krishna just will destroy them. That's it. But even then, when Krishna destroys those who are envious of his devotees, they also get benefited. And they get liberation. So there is nothing wrong in Krishna's part. Yeah, everything is good for Krishna. Why we are saying, oh, this is good, this is bad? Because we have different perception. Right? Whatever make my body comfortable, that is good. That is our way of thinking. Yes. So now in this purpose of these verses, Srila Prabhupada will comment to each of them. I would recommend all of you will read this purport, 4 and 5. Just briefly, we will see. Intelligence refers to the power to analyze things in their proper perspective. Knowledge refers to understanding what is spirit and what is matter. This is the Sankhya. When we can analyze the spirit and matter, that is called Sankhya. Asamoha, freedom from doubt and delusion, can be achieved when one is not hesitant and when he understands the transcendental philosophy. Sama, tolerance and forgiveness, should be practiced. One should be tolerant and execute the minor offenses of others. This is one of the most difficult tasks in our life, to forgive. Sama means to forgive. If any minor offense is done by some other devotees, you better immediately forgive. In fact, actually, again, I remember this devotee friend who got the cancer. Another friend told me that actually one of the causes of the cancer is when we keep some grudge within our heart. We keep some anger in our heart. When we cannot release this anger, that's actually causes the cancer. The anxiety, that causes cancer. Because 2 years ago, this devotee, he fought with another devotee. Actually, he was living in one flat with another devotee. And then he fought, and then he was kicked out. So since then, he moved to another flat, and then he doesn't want to talk to this devotee despite of him asking forgiveness. So he's still keeping the anger. But now he already forgave him when he already about to leave the body. So be careful with keeping anger in the heart. Keeping anger, keeping anxiety. This may cause cancer. Really, that is a fact. That is a fact. So if anyone has committed any offenses, just forgive. Even before that person asking for forgiveness. This is good thing actually. That means we are having broader heart. It's a good thing. And Krishna loves such kind of devotees. Advesta sarva bhutana maitra karuna evacha nirmamune rahankara samabhuta samaksama samstuta satatam yogi yatat madridda nischayaha mayar pita manubhude yomad bhakta same priya. Krishna said, yomad bhakta same priya. To those devotees, that kind of devotees is very dear to me. Advesta, sarva bhutana, non-envious. Maitra karuna evacha. Be friends to all living entities and be merciful. Krishna says, chapter 12, we'll see that. Archit Prabhu, you raise your hands earlier.
So, Prabhuji, what you're saying is right, the cancer thing. So, I just wanted to bring an additional comment on that. There is a lady by the name Louis Hay. She has dedicated her entire life to a concept where she believes that whatever happening in our body, it is all because of a thought process. So all the diseases in the body, she has written down particularly this happens because of this particular thought in your mind. For example, if somebody is very stubborn in the life, So first thing that she will or he will see in the body as a symptom is the weakness of knee, because knee represents the flexibility in the thoughts. So if you're not flexible in your thoughts, so you will see that the knee pains have started. This is how she has, created many things, and it is amazing to hear that. So yeah, it's relatable what you're saying. I've read that as well.
Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, actually, that is true. Most of the disease that we have, that the body has, is actually coming from the mind. Yeah, coming from the mind. That's why among the three types of kleshas, yeah, Adidaiva, Adibhautika, and Adhyatmika, Srila Prabhupada explained, Adhyatmika is the biggest cause of one's suffering. Yeah, our mind, our own self, Adhyatmika. It's like if you feel distress, for over and over again, naturally your body's immunity will become weakened. If you see someone who is always smiling and joyful, hardly he will get sick. Yes. Those who are always like, wrinkle on their forehead here, easy for them to get heart attack. So be careful of being too serious. Yeah. Of course, in the service of the Lord, we have to become serious. Yeah, but what I meant to say is that don't take the material life too seriously. Yeah, otherwise you may get heart attack. That's why no wonder that those who are getting heart attack is only rich people. In my village, I tell you, in my village, almost nobody get heart attack because we live so simple. Yeah, no intense thought. Yeah, nobody in my village, at least up to my time, till 2012, before I left my village. Yeah, nobody died due to the heart attack. And what are the diseases of the people in my village? It's like small diseases, only little headache. That's it. Yeah. Nobody is going to do surgery in my village somehow. Yeah, because life is so simple. That's the point. Okay. So please continue reading this purport. It's a long purport, but I'm always enjoying reading this purport. Yeah. Let's take the last one. Yasa fame should be according to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya, who said that a man is famous when he is known as a great devotee. That is real fame. If one has become a great man in Krishna consciousness and it is known, then he is truly famous. One who does not have such fame is infamous. Okay? Because there are so many ways how to become famous. Yeah, you can steal something and then you will become famous. Yeah, you will be reported, but that kind of fame is actually infamy. Yeah, if one becomes a great devotee of the Lord, then that's a great fame. Yeah, please read this purport. I'm skipping this because time consideration. Otherwise, this is a very beautiful purport. Yeah, text 4 and 5. Text number 6, the 7 great sages. The 7 great sages, and before them, the 4 other great sages, and the Manus, progenitors of mankind, come from me, born from my mind, and all the living beings populating the various planets descends from them. Okay? So from Krishna, born the Lord Brahma, yeah? And then from Brahma, the Chatur Kumaras, the Rudra, the 14 Manus, the 7 sages. I'm just summarizing Srila Prabhupada's purport here using this chart. Brahma is known as Pitamaha, the grandfather, and Krishna is known as Prapitamaha, the father of the grandfather. That is stated in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, we will see this. Archit Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, when we see that some of the Mayavadi philosophies, they particularly says that the Saptarishis, they says that the Ishvara has given the knowledge of creation to the Saptarishis.
Mm.
But then when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, it is never mentioned there. But
Yes.
it is mentioned in this particular verse in Bhagavad Gita. So how do we relate?
Actually, Ishvara, Lord Krishna, gives the knowledge of creation to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma. Yeah. And then you can find it in the second canto, chapter 5 and 6. Yeah, second canto, chapter 5 and 6. You can find it there. So Krishna give the knowledge of creation to Lord Brahma. Yes. And in chapter 6 of the second canto, it is described not only the knowledge of how to create, but also how to perform worship, how to perform sacrifice. Krishna has given all this knowledge to Lord Brahma, and then from Brahma, give this knowledge to Narada Muni, and Narada to Vyas. Okay, so the method of worship is given by Lord Brahma to Narada. Therefore, Narada Muni compiled the Narada Pancharatra, and all the standard, the procedure of worship, we can find it there. Yeah, as far as the Mayavadi commentaries are concerned about the 7 sages that the Ishvara directly gave them the knowledge of creation, it is not true, because after all, the one who performs the Visarga, the secondary creation, is Lord Brahma. Yeah. So these 7 sages are the sages which are endowed with different types of knowledge, and then they preach different types of knowledge. Yeah. And of course, the 7 sages, the most prominent sages in our history, like Vishwamitra, Vasishtha, Muni, Atri.
Shapatri, all those.
Yes.
Yes.
So all these sages, they are endowed with different knowledge, and the knowledge that they got is from Lord Brahma, because they are the sons of Lord Brahma. Yeah. So ultimately, Brahma is the one who's doing the reproduction task also. Actually, after creating this is the history in the Bhagavatam, after creating the 14 planetary systems, now Lord Brahma creates different personalities with the expectation that all these personalities will carry out his duty of reproduction. Yeah, he created Narada. Narada rejected to do the procreation. Therefore, he was cursed to become a singer amongst the Gandharvas. Yes, Upabhadhana was his name. So Brahma said, because you are so fond of playing music and singing, yeah, because he was singing the glories of God, because you are so fond in singing and playing music, then I curse you to become a singer amongst the Gandharva. And Narada Muni became Upabhadhana. And of course, while in the body of Upabhadhana, he got the curse again, yeah, because he was singing. Prabhupada mentioned in one of conversation that instead of glorifying the Lord in the assembly of the demigods, Prabhupada mentioned he was singing some kind of Bollywood music, Bollywood song. So Lord Brahma and other demigods become angry and curse him, becoming the son of a Sudrani. And he became the son of a Sudrani, but he got the chance to serve the Mahabhagavatas during this 4 months period of Chaturmasya, and he attained the perfection and resumed his form again. original form as Narada Muni. Okay, Narada rejected, and then Lord Brahma created the 7 sages. They are also rejected to do the procreation. Lord Brahma created Chatur Kumara. Chatur Kumara also rejected, and Lord Brahma created Mahadev. Yeah, from his anger from Chatur Kumara, Mahadev appeared from his between the 2 eyebrows. Because Mahadev was created when Lord Brahma was angry. And then when Lord Mahadev was being asked by Lord Brahma to continue the progeny, he agreed. But what he created, all the Bhutas and ghosts, this and that. And Lord Brahma has to stop it. And Brahma said, okay, nobody can do this. So he has to do it. And then later on, he created some Prajapatis, yeah, such as Daksa, yeah, in order to continue, in order to populate the universe. Yeah. So like this, the knowledge of creation is given by Krishna to Lord Brahma. Yeah. The Srishti Tattva of creation is given to Lord Brahma in order to perform the Visarga, the secondary creation. Yes. Regarding the Mayavadi commentary, actually we should not put too much attention to their commentaries, because even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned Mayavada Bhasha Sunile Hoi Sarvanas. If one hears the commentary, especially on the Bhagavad Gita of the Mayavadis, yeah, Hoi Sarvanas, one's bhakti will be destroyed. So,
Prabhuji, actually, I was referring to Vedas, in which some portion it says that they mentioned particularly not Krishna or Shiva. They say that Creator has given it to Saptarishis. So it is that they believe. But agree that what you're saying is right.
yeah.
It's coming from Brahma, not directly from Krishna.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Text number 7. One who is factually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this, there is no doubt. Yeah. The highest summit of spiritual perfection is knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Unless one is firmly convinced of the different opulences of the Lord, he cannot engage in devotional service. Generally, people know that God is great, but they do not know in detail how God is great. Here are the details. Okay. These are some of the opulences of the Supreme Lord. When one is firmly convinced of them, he accepts Krishna with great faith and without any doubt, and he engages in devotional service. All this particular knowledge is required in order to increase one's interest in the loving devotional service of the Lord. One should not neglect to understand fully how great Krishna is, for by knowing the greatness of Krishna, one will be able to be fixed in sincere devotional service. Okay. The next part of the discussion is the Chatusloka of the Bhagavad Gita, in which actually I will not continue this discussion today because I have to go now. Yeah, everybody is busy, right? So just to conclude on our discussion, so Krishna has explained about his opulence in brief here. He will continue after the Chatusloka again, mentioning one by one about his opulences. But in general, he mentioned about this, that all the demigods and all the qualities, all the sages comes from him. That is his opulence. Yeah, that's how we know that he is great. Yeah, as Srila Prabhupada mentioned, it is not enough to know that God is great, but we should know how he is great. Yeah, otherwise that conviction will not stay longer if we don't know how he is great. Yeah. Another thing also, why Krishna is showing this opulence. This is specifically meant for those devotees outside Vrindavan. Arjuna is not a Vrindavan devotee. Yeah. So when he sees Krishna's opulence, he will become convinced. This is the difference between the devotees in Vrindavan and devotees outside Vrindavan. When devotees outside Vrindavan sees Krishna's opulence, so their devotion will increase. But the devotees in Vrindavan, when they see Krishna's opulence, their level of devotion will remain fixed. Yeah, because they already like having too much love for Krishna. Yeah, when the residents of Vrindavan saw Krishna kill some demon, they would think that, oh, it's actually Lord Narayan who's protecting Krishna. And this boy is just our friend. Yeah. So this opulence that Lord Krishna showing here, that is specifically meant for those devotees outside Vrindavan. Yeah. In order to enhance their devotion to Krishna. Because nobody can match the devotion of the devotees in Vrindavan. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Archit Agrawal Prabhu.
Prabhuji, since you mentioned about the residents, I have one question
Hmm.
from many months in my mind and couldn't get the answer.
I
So,
hope I will give you the correct answer.
Hari Bol, Hari Hari. As we know, say that the Dwarka Vasi and Mathura Vasi and Vrijvasi are all uh, celestial being coming from Dham to
Hmm.
facilitate the Leela of Shri Krishna.
Hmm.
Uh, but when I'm talking about the Dwarka now,
Yeah.
so in the first canto, when Krishna was entering Dwarka, we saw that everybody was in awe and reverence of Krishna. But there, uh, it is mentioned that the prostitutes was also. I think you have also got the question in the past as well. Prostitutes were also got it. So it kind of
Yes.
baffled us, thinking that how can the citizens
Yes.
get into this business?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. This is one of the big debates that I have when I'm teaching the Bhakti Vaibhav. So when we come to this point, yeah, this is one of the big debates. How can in Dwaraka there is prostitutes, right? So the pastime was Krishna coming back from Hastinapur, yeah, to Dwaraka, and all this uh, welcoming ceremony of the Lord, and with awe and reverence, most of the ladies they stay on the roof, yeah, they stay on the roof and they glorify Krishna using their own words. And then there are some prostitutes also. So Srila Prabhupada commenting, yes, this prostitute is not only ordinary prostitutes. All the residents of Dwarakas are pure devotees. Yeah, they are all pure devotees. Okay, but here's, it's like, it's difficult to resolve this matter. But Prabhupada mentioning that prostitute is part of the society. Yeah. Otherwise, if the prostitute is not available, actually the prostitute is there in order to keep the society in order. Otherwise, those who are lusty will create havoc in the society. Yeah, by having illicit connection with somebody's wife, for example. Therefore, prostitute is there, and Prabhupada clearly mentioned that those who are not satisfied at home, they will go to prostitute to fulfill their sexual appetite. Yeah. But that's interesting. I would say that Prabhupada mentioned that these prostitutes are also pure devotees. And Prabhupada mentioned that in some situation, someone may be forced to take the occupation as prostitute. Yeah, because she has no any other choice than become prostitute in order to continue his life. But then Prabhupada gave the example of Chintamani. Chintamani is a prostitute, but at the same time, she is a devotee. Chintamani is the one who's always attract the mind of Bilwa Mangal. Yeah, if you read or hear the pastime of Bilwa Mangal Thakur, so there's this prostitute. named Chintamani. So yes, I'm still wondering, like, how can in Dwaraka there is prostitute? Yeah, how can? Do you think that Krishna is not doing his job properly, maintaining the society? It is not like that, because prostitute is part of the society. Another thing, Prabhupada gave the example that actually drinking is prohibited, right? But there are some legal place where the government give the license to the liquor shop, yeah, to the liquor shop. Otherwise, those who get this habit of drinking alcohol, they will somehow or other will sneak in some liquors and create havoc and pollutes the society. Therefore, there is some particular place where they are allowed to go to drink. Yeah, otherwise they will drink somewhere in the street. That's why if you drink in the street, police will come and catch you. But if you drink in the place where you are, where the government already allow you, you go there to drink, then you will not be caught. So I think the same principle with the prostitution also, that the prostitute are available in order to keep the society pure. Yeah, meaning that this last demand will not create havoc in the society. There is some place that they are already been allocated. Okay, if you're not satisfied at home, then you go there. Of course, this is only meant for those who are low in the society, low class of people in the society. Yeah, because in Dwaraka, the system of Varnashram is completely perfect. There is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, and Sudras. Yeah. So generally, those who are Sudras will go to the prostitute. Yeah. The other higher caste member of the society, they don't go because they are civilized. So
So
this is the
Prabhuji,
order.
are you trying to say that uh, just to show the outer world the perfect varnashram dharma in which the Shudras will also have some defects or their mentality, it
Yes.
is the seva that Dhamvasis have taken, the prostitutes have taken the seva, and the varnashram Dham Shudras have taken the seva to demonstrate. Is it the way that we can think like this?
Um, I don't want to speculate on this. Yeah, it's dangerous to speculate, right? But if we do some further analytical study, yes, we can conclude in that way also, that to demonstrate the perfect Varnashram society, because some Sudras must be there, and Sudras, they are like considered to be the lowest caste of the society members, right? So in order to keep this and the society pure, then some prostitutes will be there to provide the service. But here's the thing, as Srila Prabhupada commenting in that chapter, that actually some people are forced, to become prostitute somehow or other. They have no other skills. Then otherwise, how will they survive? Just for surviving. But at the same time, they always keep Krishna in their heart. Yeah, like Chintamani, I would say. Yeah. I think you can further discuss with some other devotees regarding this matter. But yes, it's like one of the biggest debate that I had during this course in Bhakti Vaibhava. How could in Dwaraka there is prostitution? Despite of Prabhupada giving different examples, just like in a country, there is some spot where some liquor shop is licensed by the government. So those who want to drink alcohol, they will go only to this place. They will not, smuggle it illegally and drink in any place they want. So that's why police will catch those who are drinking in some street, in some random places, because it's great havoc to the society. So you are allowed to go to some particular place where already allocated by the government. Yeah. So like that. we can do further analysis. And if you find some better answer, you can share to all of us here. It's kind of interesting. And for me, it's kind of unresolved matter. It's difficult to understand. Of course, to demonstrate a perfect Varnasrama society, Sudras are there. And Sudras, basically, they are, low class. So they can go to prostitutes. Yeah. So rather than going to some random girls in the society, better go to this place. Yeah, it's already there, provided for them. Yeah. What about sins? Of course, it is sinful. Yeah. Yes, Srinivasan Prabhu, you will be the person who will close this class today.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanavad Pranam. Prabhu, in the same context, there I have also come across one other debate that when the time of Parikshit Maharaj, Kali was asking permission to stay in Parikshit Maharaj's kingdom, and he could not find any place where there was
Yes.
four regulative principles were violated.
Mm.
So in that context, prostitution was also one of the regulative principles, and Kali could not find anything at that time. So this was also one of the debate in one of the groups when we were reading Bhagavatam. So just wanted to bring that.
Yes, you are correct. Yes. So again, another question may come up. During the reign of Maharaj Parikshit, there is no place for Kali to reside because he gave the place for him to reside in these places where the four regulative principles is broken. Yeah. But then we can ask that, does it mean that Krishna is not properly managing his kingdom? Even Parikshit Maharaj would not allow prostitution to take place, gambling to take place, meat eating to take place. Yeah. Intoxication take place. He would not allow in his kingdom. But why would in Dwaraka there are these prostitutes? You can ask that question also, right? So the answer is I don't know. Let's do some more research on this. There must be some explanation, but from what Srila Prabhupada wrote in the purport, if we just accept that purport, that will satisfy our mind. Prabhupada said that, yeah, they are pure devotees, but they don't have choice how to maintain their lives. So they become prostitutes because their service also required for those who are low class in the society, such as Sudras, because Dwaraka is a perfect Varnasrama society. Yeah, rather than creating havoc in the society, so better they go to prostitutes if they are not feeling satisfied at home with their wives. So things like this. And Parikshit Maharaj, of course, being an ideal Raja Rishi, perfect king, he maintained his kingdom in such a way there is no places where these four regulative principles being disobeyed. And then he gave the Kali to reside in gold. Yeah. Then that's how he start, being bewildered, putting the dead body of the snake in Samika Muni's neck because he was wearing golden helmet. So he was influenced by Kali. Yes, of course, these are all the Lord's pastimes and his devotees' pastimes to make him quicker going back home, back to Godhead. Yeah, because at that time he already had his son, Janamejaya, who is already fully trained in order to become the next king. Then what he waits? There's nothing to wait. So better to quit the world within 7 days. Yeah. Okay, Abhiram Prabhu, you will be the last.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Just my thought, Prabhuji.
Please.
Parikshit Maharaj was having a perfect society. This means that even though he was also having the prostitute, the setup, but it is not against the principle because he has only set up this. He may be having that like as you are telling, government allows liquor shops. So Parikshit Maharaj may also have that setup, but it is not out of Kali. I guess, my guess, Prabhuji. In the sense, it is not, as we suggest, it is not out of his place. Without, is it true, Prabhu? Is it that guess?
Ah,
Because it is allowed in
yes.
that place. So there is no Kali. You cannot. There is no.
I cannot comment on this because, however, prostitution is breaking the one of four regulative principles.
But even liquor is also breaking, but they are allowing.
Yes,
That is not not. So
yes, you are right. Although it is allowed, but we are not recommended.
yeah, we are not recommend
Yes.
for the
So
Shudras
still,
and people.
although it, you see, here is this, even if it is allowed, if you do it, you will get some sins.
Yeah, sins are
Yes,
so in Varnashrama the sins are also applicable.
yes.
Yeah, correct. So that is
Anyway, it is Achinta Beda Beda Tattva.
permitted.
Okay, I got a call.
Yes.
I think I should end this class now because I have to do an initiation yagya by this time. I thank you so much. Please study further this chapter. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare